Madrid against Borussia Dortmund. In the world of tennis, Andrei Rublev is out of the French Open. Not forgetting some other big boys as well. But hey, the women are also waxing strong against Swiatek, Sabalenka, yes, as well as Osjoba. All through to the next round. Not forgetting Coco Golf. All this and many more on today's edition of Spotlight. I am Olujimi Ogun. We go for this breather when high return. We talk everything traffic updates, and then we start with tennis. Before doing a bit of tennis, doing a bit of boxing rather, where we have something in relation to Mike Tyson.
Yeah, Nana Victor the Viper. I just want to advise you to leave sooner, drive slower, and live long. This is Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1. Be safe.
Still Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 traffic update from Akondon before we continue. Steady movement from Eko Bridge by Nepa down to Akondon while ascending CMS Bridge is good for now. Appreciable movement from CMS Bridge descending towards Ofinkana inward Eko Bridge down to Costain. Kata Bridge descending now towards Helebeta by Mini Stadium, also looking good. Good movement from foot of Elebeta Bridge ascending and descending towards Ebutiro. Better movement from Ebutiro exits to link up Eko Bridge. Good movement from Broad Street inward Akondon Street underneath the bridge. From Akondon connecting Ofinkana. Movement from Broad Street inward Akondon under the bridge. Underneath the bridge rather to connect Ofinkana is also good for now. Let's see what Uludowo looks like. Yes, appointment to connect to Uludowo in Ward 11 to connect the foot of the Elebeta Bridge is also looking good for now. Good movement from CMS Bridge ascending UBA roundabout to connect Akondon on the bridge. Also looking good as well. Impediment is still negative for now. Still Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1. Straight to tennis, where Swiatek celebrated her 23rd birthday with a routine victory against Maria Boskova in the third round of the French Open. She was serenaded by the crowd with a rendition of Happy Birthday on court Philippe Cataya after wrapping up a 6-4-6 to win. She will now face Russian Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova, who defeated Wang Zhenyu of China 7-5, 6-7, 6-4. Four-time major winner Swiatek was forced to save a match point against Japan's Naomi Osaka before winning 3-set thriller in the last round. Well, for Coco Golf, she held her frame against Tiki Diana Yamstreka now to secure a 6-2, 6-4 win and secure a place in the fourth round. Golf is bidding for a second major singles title after winning last year's US Open. Elsewhere, Tunisians now Osjoba continue that bid for a first major title with a 6-4, 7-6 victory against Canada Leila Fernandez. One Wimbledon champion, talking about Markentra Vondrousova, also progressed brushing aside Claude Paquet of France 6-1, 6-3. Qualifier Olga Danilovic now also advanced after an emotional love 6-7, 5-6-7 and love 6-7-5-7-6 win against Dona Vekic. Well, interesting time for the big guns, still waxing strong. World number 1, world number 2, world number 3 are still in the competition. And yes, she will not talking about the world number 3 now, Coco Golf. She will be playing at least Elizabeth Kosiak-Vertova in the next round. Yes, this is the first time we will be having an Italian now in the round of 16 of the Grand Slam. Interesting one. Let's wait and see as things unfold. Let's do the men very quickly. And yes, now for Andrei Rublev, he says his behavior in the third round match against in the French Open now, where he slammed the racket on court and on his knee, was the worst of his career since he's been playing Grand Slam. The seed lost 7-6, 6-2, 6-4 against world number 35 Matteo Anelli of Italy. Rublev showed sign of agitation at the end of the first set and was warned by the umpire after throwing his racket on the clay. The Russian shouted at his team after being broken in the second set and bounced his racket on the court because Anadi serves, drawing iconic cheers from the crowd. So it's once again frustration for Andrei Rublev. It is now out of the competition anyways. And yes, let's just wish him all the best. Let's not forget as well, Novak Djokovic still in the competition and is also through to the third round. Let's see what is happening to Carlos Alcaraz very quickly, and maybe we can as well do Yannick Sinner. Spanish South-Seed Carlos Alcaraz shrugged off his injury consigned to reach the French Open last 16 with a solid, strong, straight-set victory against American 27-seed Sebastian Corda. Alcaraz, who has been nursing an arm injury, fought hard to win 6-4, 7-5, 6-3 at the Roland Garros. The reigning Wimbledon champion had enough quality to come through an entertaining session night. So it's been a tough one for him. I think he also missed the Italian Open as well due to the injury, but he's back now and he's doing so well for himself. He's saying well, it's a good match for him, and he's saying he's feeling better than before. Let's see what is happening to Yannick Sinner before we continue very quickly. Earlier on Friday, Yannick Sinner continued his bid for his second straight set Grand Slam title with no fuse with win against Russians Pavel Kotov, and he won 6-4, 6-4 to reach the fourth round of the French Open. For 8th seed now, talking about Orcas, he also defeated Canadian Denis Shapovalov now to reach the next round of the competition. 6-3, 7-6, 2-1. That game ended. Let's move on and do a bit of boxing very quickly, and then we talk everything football. The fight between YouTuber turned boxer Jack Paul and former world champion, talking about Mike Tyson, on the 20th of July is in Texas now, has been postponed. The bout at Arlington AT&T Stadium, home of NFL's Dallas Cowboy, has been officially sanctioned as a professional fight, but Tyson, 57 years of age, says he has been unable to train after a recent ulcer flare-up. Olujimi says, unfortunately, due to my ulcer flare-up, I have been advised by my doctor to lighten my training for a few weeks and to rest and recover. My body is in better shape overall than it has been since the 90s, and I will be back for full training schedule soon. So he's saying he's probably not going to be fighting on the 20th of July. Obviously, he won't be fighting. So let's wish him a speedy recovery, and let's hope we can have our world champion back again. But this time he's fighting against a YouTuber turned boxer. Another break beckons. When I return, we do everything traffic updates, and then we talk everything Nigerian football. Yes, we have on the menu. I'm on the Nigerian scene. Let's look at the camp of the Super Eagles in preparation for the game against South Africa and Benin Republic in the World Cup qualifiers. Still Lagos traffic update 96.1. Traffic update from Marina very quickly. Traffic looking good. Let's see. Yes, traffic looking good in a Marina. Likewise, stretch of Broad is also looking good. Traffic from State House connecting Force Road is looking good. Perfect movement from Zone 2 underneath the bridge inward Flagstaff House, connecting Marquem Bridge onward VI. Traffic very much okay right now from Winnick roundabout inward TBS by Waterboard connecting 910 intersection. Good to go to the entire stretch of Idoshiri Road. Yes, all those axes also looking good. Impediment negative. Let's see what we have from Mile 12. Vehicular movement from Ogun inward. Johnny Ajegunle, Thomas Irawo, Idera down to Way Bridge appreciable. Onward movement from Way Bridge approaching Owode Oniri, Owode Lede, Mile 12 looking good. Mile 12 on the bridge inward Johnny all looking good as well. Ascending and descending Mile 12 bridge down to Kushofe Yano School, looking good also. Likewise, return journey from Yano School down to Kushofe Mile 12. Yes, no cause for alarm. Mile 12 moving towards Owode Lede, Owode Onirin, Ray Bridge down to Idera, all encouraging. From the stretch of Idera down to Irawo, Thomas Ajegunle Odogun, all looking good. No record of impediments at the moment. Men on ground fully doing the needful. Still Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1.
I just want to advise you to leave sooner, drive slower, and live long. This is Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1. Be safe.
Nigeria Super Eagles camp for the game against South Africa and Benin Republic should be open on Monday, and yes, players are expected to start trooping in. No space for Victor Osimhen after pulling out due to injury, and he's been replaced by Rangers defender, now left back, talking about Kenneth Idoke, and also no space for someone like Nathan Tella, who pulled out due to family reasons, and has also been replaced by another former MPFL player this time, and former Rangers player, talking about Olawonyi, is Ibrahim Olawonyi of Rise of Sport. Wishing the Super Eagles all the best in their game against South Africa. That will be coming up next week, Friday. Yes, we continue to bring you updates in preparation for that game. Yes, I'm talking about South Africa. They also released their 23-man list, and they have the goalkeeper, the best goalkeeper at the just concluded African Cup of Nations part of the team as well. Most of the big boys are also in that team. Let's move away from that and talk a bit about Nigerian defender Bright Osai Samuel, and is expected to sign a new contract at the Turkish club, talking about Fenerbahce this summer. Osai has been linked with move away from Fenerbahce, with a number of clubs in England reportedly interested in his service. The 26-year-old is currently has a 1-year contract left on his contract, and he will be extending his contract with the Yellow Canaries. Both parties are close to finalizing an agreement which could see the player extend his stay with the former Turkish Super League champion. Osai recorded 6 goals. He's recorded 6 goals involvement and in 26 appearances for Fenerbahce this season. Wishing him all the best. Let's hope he also signed a contract. Talking about Fenerbahce, they will be announcing a new manager in Jose Mourinho on a 2-year contract. So imagine Bright Osai Samuel working with Jose Mourinho. That will probably help his career and also his performance going forward. Let's move away from that and talk everything European football. This weekend is the biggest club competition final, talking about the UEFA Champions League, and it is no one else but Real Madrid against Borussia Dortmund at the Wembley Stadium. It is the 15th time these two teams will be meeting. In the last 14, Real Madrid have won 6, they've lost 6, and they've lost 3, but they've drawn 5. The last 2 meetings between those two teams have ended in favor of Real Madrid, 3-2 and 3-1. But the good thing for Borussia Dortmund going into this game is that neither of the two teams have won 3 straight back-to-back games between the two teams. So what this means is that in as much as Real Madrid are overwhelming favorite going into the final, Borussia Dortmund surely has a very good opportunity to take this one as well. For a team that defeated the likes of AC Milan at home, the likes of Newcastle at home, went away from home, got good result against Paris Saint-Germain as well. Even in the group stage now and then in the knockout stage, knocked out the same Paris Saint-Germain, then you can't afford to take them lightly. Let's not forget as well, they also pushed out the likes of Atletico Madrid before getting into the final. And Real Madrid themselves also have their story to tell. Defeating the likes of Manchester City. Yes, let's continue the conversation on our WhatsApp platform 0099120777. Drop your prediction in relation to the game. And yes, who knows? We may just be having our lucky winner. If you've enjoyed today's edition of the show, please make it a date with us by next week Saturday. We also bring you exciting edition like this from 7:15 to 7:30, an extended version on Sunday as well, 6:30 to 7 o'clock. You can as well listen to me by 12:15 to 12:45 for another bumper package of sporting information on Sport Trip. I am Olujimi, Ogun, saying stay sporty, stay healthy.